Hi, I'm Neil Tomlinson, Service Manager here at Wichita Falls, Texas. Today we'd like to take the opportunity to give you a quick tutorial over DPF cleaning and maintenance and how it will benefit you and your fleet as far as fuel economy and the life of your DPF. You want to pay close attention, especially to your fuel economy, your fuel usage. If it starts going up, you're using a lot more fuel, you could possibly have an issue with your DPF. It could be stopping up. Other related engine issues, EGR coolers going out can pump coolant into the DPF, which will cause them to stop up. You could lose horsepower. It could also derate your engine. So what you want to do, theoretically, is maintain your DPF just like you would in changing the oil in your vehicle. Let's take a Cummins ISX, for instance. We want to maintain or clean the DPF, have it checked and cleaned probably every 200,000 miles or about 4,500 hours, depending on the application. Be sure and check your owner's manual for your application. It should give you direct instructions as to how often your DPF should be maintained. Okay, what we've got is the dirty DPF. We're going to look the spec up on this DPF via the part number that's on the DPF itself, and then we were going to flow test this, and what it's going to do is it's going to pull a vacuum on this thing to tell us just exactly how contaminated or stopped up it is and whether or not we need to put it in the air knife or in the kiln to be baked. Okay, what we've got is we put the DPF in the air knife here, and it forces a directed shot of air through each individual port inside this DPF and inside the filter itself, and it's blowing the contaminants out, as you can see. Once it blows that out, then we can retest it at this point and see whether or not it definitely needs to be baked or if it's within spec and can go back to the customer's vehicle. That we've got a DPF that needs to be baked and can't be cleaned in the air knife, so we're going to put it in the kiln, which we've already done. We're going to start the process of baking. It'll get up over 1,500 degrees, which is way more than what the truck is going to be able to do when it runs a regen. When we start this, it'll take about 12 hours to do. It will then turn the wet contaminants and contaminants that we have in the DPF into ash, and then we can turn around and put it back on the air knife and blow those contaminants out. Ultimately, when we are finished, we should have a clean DPF, and this is the end result. You remember how dirty that DPF was and all the contaminants that you could see in here? Look how nice and clean this one is. There's going to be no restrictions in the exhaust system itself. Fuel economy should come up, horsepower should come up. This customer should be good to go.